Hey guys, good morning. It's Eric coming at you. Want to kind of touch base with you. I know it's snowing this morning. I'm up in Winston. Got a meeting this morning with some business folks. But I got some questions from the Courier Tribune coming up. They're going to print them in the newspaper in several weeks. Reference to the heroin epidemic and the run for sheriff. Sorry about the boggins. It's cold this morning. And so what I want to hit on here is the heroin epidemic. A lot of people think my proactiveness against the criminal element is too much sometimes for those that are supporting the movement of helping the addicted. Guys, the addicted, those who operate in life and are addicted to heroin that don't victimize our citizens in Randolph County, I understand they have a devil they're trying to get off their back. And we'll do anything we can to help those folks. It's those who, while me and you're at work, or I'm in Winston at a meeting, or you're out working for your hard-earned dollar, that are breaking in your home and victimizing you. You made a choice to go to work. They made a choice to go in your home and steal your property and victimize you and your kids and make you live in a living hell, thinking that your privacy has been violated. Those are the people that I cannot empathize with, okay? If they change their ways and they start doing what's right, then I might be able to find some empathy as far as they're trying to get help, and we'll do what we can. Community and Hope Alliance, I think they're full of great people. They got a lot of drive and passion. Other folks, the coalitions, guys, quit beating down the door of the sheriff. Go to your legislators and other folks that can really, really change some laws, fix some things. Now, people are getting shut down on their medications who have chronic illnesses because of the heroin epidemic and those who are making choices to abuse opiates. If a doctor gives you pills, I've had surgeries, the next person that's had surgeries, I've had bones cracked, I've had all kinds of pain. But I don't put 20 more in my hand and shove them down my throat. You make a choice. If the medicine and the doctor tells you, hey, if you feel weird, something is not right, you read the label, it doesn't say put 20 more down your throat and become addicted and make a choice to keep shoving them down your throat. There are some folks that have a hard time. I understand that. And I pray for those folks, and I hope they can get help for that, and Godspeed healing in what they're doing. But in return, guys, as I run for sheriff, the first moment I take and give empathy to a criminal, or the fact that people say, well, Eric, you can't put them all in jail. Well, listen, breaking in my house while I'm out here working my ass off is not where they belong. I'm tired of hearing it. If you don't want to go to jail, don't commit crime in Randolph County. Point blank. It's going to come in 2018, we hope, as long as there's a victory. But if you want to break in a house, you belong in jail. And listen, those who don't agree with them going to jail, we can you make their bond, we'll put a bracelet on their damn wrist or their ankle, and we'll put them in your spare bedroom. Is that what you want? I'm tired of hearing the fact of, well, we need to help them. They do need help. Upon post-release, we'll give them information, where to go get help. To make a choice to go get you some help. I'm all for helping them, but they've got to make that choice. But to tell me not to lessen the offenses and don't go after them too hard, Eric, they've got a problem, they got a devil on their back. No, that's not how this world works, folks. You're not breaking in my house for the next person's, and me as a sheriff's candidate or elected sheriff, to turn my back on the law-abiding citizen. Are you crazy? Stop. I know you're mad. I know you're upset that you have a family member, a daughter, a son, someone who's passed away from this stuff. We have to enforce the law, from the dealer bringing it into our county to the next person that's using it, from the top to the bottom and anything in between. We have to allow the deputies to do their job, do it proficiently, train them, show them what to do. When we talk about Narcan, I feel, listen guys, I know a lot of people aren't going to like me for this one, but preservation of life is paramount in public safety. Whether they overdose one time or if they overdose 1,000, it's not my job on a scene to judge them and say, well, they did heroin, tough stuff. No, we saved their life. We secure the scene for EMS. They come in and do their thing. I don't have a problem with deputies carrying Narcan. However, a lot of times deputies and those that aren't trained like EMS and can't provide that medical service correctly give too much, and the person becomes violent, so forth, because we give too much Narcan. So let's secure the scene, let EMS do their job and fire. I didn't get into law enforcement to do EMS's job, and EMS's job didn't get my profession to do my job. So here we go. Let them do their job. We'll save lives as we can. That's paramount. Point blank. It's paramount. But this ideology, that Eric is too hard and that we shouldn't enforce laws, guys, I don't know. You can hate me, love me, whatever, but that is the prima facie, that's the foundation of law enforcement. Okay? As of right now, North Carolina has ruled that those who overdose, if they're upon calling 911, law enforcement cannot charge them unless there's certain amounts of narcotics on the scene. Okay? Again, we're responding using tax dollars, thousands and thousands of tax dollars, but there's no repercussion for the person who's not willing to make a choice, that's making a choice to hurt themselves and then in return cause a quality of life issue for our communities. Listen, I want everybody to get help. If somebody comes to me, I was asked about the Nash County stuff at Nashville Police Department, North Carolina. I have no problem. If you come to the sheriff's office, I'm elected, and you say, hey, Eric, one of my deputies, I'm an addict, I need help, here's my syringes, here's my dope. You're turning that in. Why wouldn't we as human beings look at that other human being and say, guy, let's get that stuff from you and let's get you on the right track? Why do I have to say that I support programs? I do support programs. I support compassion when somebody makes the choice to get help. But to tell me I've got to give compassion over and over and over to people who don't give a damn about your house and your property, robbing the lady at the convenience store making $7.25 an hour, or anything else they're doing, guys, robbing Walmart, stealing stuff, making the prices for me and you to go through the roof because they've creating a loss. It's an over and over an effect. But here's what I want to tell you. We have got to create a reputation and environment in Randolph County that nobody wants to come. Sorry, my phone's ringing. That no one wants to come to Randolph County to commit crime. Okay? So that's what we're going to start in 2018 if elected. You are not going to come to Randolph County anymore and use us as a playground to do your dirty business. I'm tired of it. The citizens are tired of it. The business owners are tired of it. Those who partake in our community on a daily basis that make this a nice county are tired and tired are tired. Okay, guys? So that's my outlook on the heroin epidemic. We must first enforce the laws. Second, upon enforcing those laws, if they go to jail, they get a bond. Upon their release, we will give them information. Some folks have said, and I wouldn't mind looking at a post-release coordinator. Okay, for instance, somebody makes bond, we have them there. But again, we're going to use tax dollars. We've got low manpower. We got restructuring needs to take place. But now you want me to spend $100,000 of tax funds on a health and human services issue, not a sheriff's issue. We arrest them. We bring them before the magistrate. They get a bond. We'll give them information and get them out the door, and hopefully they can go and get help. Next thing, I have no problem with a drug diversion program for first offenders. We catch you committing larceny, breaking in a home, depending on the crime, okay, guys? We take those first offenders, we hold that over their head, and we say, listen, you go get rehab, you go get help, you take that first step. That first offense is more or less going to be a slap on the wrist. They're already doing it, so let's go ahead and try to promote the fact of get them help. We hold it over your head, you go through your rehab, you get your assistance from a faith-based, government assistance, whatever you got to do. You get that help, that charge is dismissed or whatever. And we work diligently with the Randolph County District Attorney's Office once we take office to create a program for those first offenders. I have no problem with that. But you repeat offenders, you're going to be treated as a repeat offender. It is what it is. Do what's right, make better choices, and do what's right for your family, your kids, your mother, your father. And those who have lost a child to this epidemic, listen, I have children, and my child I pray to God that it doesn't happen, that she makes appropriate choices and doesn't get caught in this stigma. But in return, if she does, I'll be by her side, I'll support her. But I cannot and will not advocate for her bad behavior. She's going to have consequences. My children, your children, whoever. There are consequences for action. It's called personal responsibility for your actions. I know we're in 2018, and personal responsibility is a term we do not like to use anymore, but it's still a fact of life. So in return, guys, I'm Eric Hicks. I came to the crime page because it's crime related. Yes, I'm running for sheriff, and I want you to know my opinion, reaching 18,000+ folks in Randolph County and surrounding. Again, if you do support me, I will hit this real quick. I am running as Libertarian. I changed my registration so we can beat the GOP and overturn the corruption in Randolph County from Charlie Brown and all these defense attorneys and the GOP and so forth. So if you want to vote, need to change your registration before April 13th to unaffiliated. If unaffiliated, request Libertarian ballot, or just change Libertarian for this one vote, then switch back to whatever you want. Help me, help you. Be the solution. Thank you, guys.